I love. Yeah, right. Right, go and get yourself a brew. Let's have a chat. I put a call out to my followers on Instagram to see what they wanted to see from me on my YouTube channel. Some of the suggestions were amazing, to be honest. Reviews for online theatre, and once we get back to normal, live theatre, which I love. I could talk to you about theatre until I am blue in the face. So that will probably happen. I've already got a show in mind which is available online, so I'm going to give that a watch and I'm going to review it and post it on here, so I'm excited about that. The other one is vlogging and posting my smoothies. Hashtag smoothie time with Becca. I would absolutely adore doing that. To be honest, there's been loads and loads of suggestions that I'm grateful for, because it's really inspired me to get going. One of the suggestions was, what do I do in isolation? What is my sort of day-to-day life like? In isolation, I've really honed in on my fitness and sort of nutrition. Of course, I still eat chocolate. I mean, come on, global pandemic, of course we need chocolate. I'll do a workout each day. It could be a core workout, cardio. I might go for a run. I've started doing the couch to 5k. Fingers crossed I might make it to 5k. I bloody hope so. Along with that, I do hashtag smoothie time with Becca, where I make my smoothie for the morning, and that sets me up for a really good day. If I'm not necessarily feeling it in the morning, sometimes you can wake up and you feel like you've woken up on the wrong side of the bed. Making a smoothie for me is probably the best thing I can possibly do, because it immediately puts me in a better mood. In the afternoons, I've sort of, I don't know really, it varies day to day. It depends what kind of mood I'm in. I tend to create something. So like today, I might make this video. On other days, I might sing, play guitar, because I'm learning how to play guitar properly. I'm actually doing quite well. Writing, I write poetry, I write songs. I'm soon to start working on my own play again. That's something that I really want to do whilst I'm still in lockdown. I like to be productive. I like to use my time as best I can. I don't really like wasting my time or feeling like I'm wasting my time. Every moment is precious, really. But yeah, so that's what I do. I've been watching a lot of Disney Plus and of course online theatre. I think this industry has really come together in the past 2 months because of course we're limited. Did anybody get that reference? Jobs are few and far between. We're having to stay creative in our own ways while staying safe at home, and it's tough, but there is a real sense of unity at the minute, which is lovely. I realised the other day that I've spent now just over 2 months in isolation, and there's been a fair few days in those 2 months where I've felt really low, and I know a lot of people have experienced the same. And so what I wanted to do was create this video to try and give you something that might help if you have a low day, or if you're lacking your usual motivation maybe. And these things will hopefully give you a little bit of joy and a sense of fulfillment. So fingers crossed, here goes. Whenever I create anything to post online, I like it to be perfect or as good as it can be on that particular day. I am most definitely what you would call a perfectionist. Sometimes it's great. Having that little bit of pressure, in a way, pushes you to be as good as you can be, so that's amazing. But sometimes it can get you into a bit of a mental frenzy of negative thoughts, and it's not very nice. Choosing productivity in lockdown is a really good thing to do to keep your mind healthy. It's a way to learn, to further your skills, and to just generally have fun. I've found in moments where I'm sort of really putting pressure on myself and sort of pulling my work apart, I have sort of clocked it in my mind, and I've been able to take a step back, and I've simply reminded myself of who I'm doing this for. Me. Choosing to do something for yourself can have the most empowering effect on you and on your mindset. You have essentially validated yourself. You've told yourself that you are capable and that the work you produce is good enough. In doing so, you'll find so much happiness and fulfillment because you've not looked to anyone else but yourself for those things. Do something because you want to. Accept that how you do that certain thing is going to be completely different to anyone else. You should marvel in that. You are so unique that no one else could do anything like you could. That's cool. Next up is having a strong body and having a strong mind. For me, they kind of walk hand in hand. Exercising is one of the best ways to feel positive in general, especially in lockdown. Get your booty moving. Listen to your body, understand your capabilities and your limitations, and do a little bit of exercise each day. Even if it's just a little boogie around the kitchen. I mean, dance like no one's watching, you know what I'm saying? Okay, last but no means least, this is probably the best tip I can give you if you're feeling rubbish in lockdown. Practicing gratitude. So I miss my friends, I miss my family, I miss everything, literally, as we all do. It can be distressing in this time of lockdown. Not everyone is able to go to work. Some people have been furloughed, some people are now having to work from home. Let's be honest, whenever we have to go outside the house, anxiety is ever present, even if it's in something like going to the corner shop, let alone a supermarket. There is a global pandemic going on, so I'd say we're perfectly within our right to have a bad day. It's important to acknowledge and accept those feelings as well as we can. We are allowed, when I'm having a particularly bad day, I grab a post-it note and I grab a pen and I'll write down 3 things that I'm grateful for that particular day. Sometimes it can be easy and sometimes it can be really, really difficult, which is quite surprising because you'd think, oh, 3 things isn't a lot. But if you're in a particularly bad mood, then it can be tough sometimes. But if you stick with it, I promise you will feel so much better after you've done it. Essentially what you're doing is you're taking yourself out of your head. You're having a moment where you can put negativity and anything that might be problematic in your mind to one side, and you're saying, okay, these 3 things have made me really happy today. Whether that's something as small as having a cup of tea, a video call with your best friend, it could be a number of things, but what matters is you notice those things that you're grateful for. If you make it a regular thing to do, you will notice a significant difference in your mindset, and a good one at that. Even if you have like a little jar or a box that you can put them in, then you have like a tiny little sanctuary of positivity that you can turn to when you're having a bad day. Those are my tips on keeping a healthy mind, a healthy body and a healthy soul in lockdown. It's absolutely mad. I can't wait for this bloody lockdown to be over, but whilst we're still here, I am making the most of it. I do hope that this video helps you in some way and gives you a little bit of positive inspiration to take into your afternoon, into your day, whenever you're watching it. I hope that it helps you. Expect loads more videos from me because I'm going to be creating lots of new content. Thanks so much for watching. Lots of love, stay safe, peace out, subscribe below. Okay, bye.